Do you hear me? Dio, can you hear me? Dorit, can you hear me? Say something. Oh, hey. Oh, okay, we got sound now. All right, we're gonna. You probably heard me say this. We just didn't know when the sound kicked in, but we're gonna start over because y'all missed some great back and forth, great banter, really insightful shit. It's a bantam.
Okay, starting with your life story. No. Anyway.
Born at a very young age.
No, for the people that missed what we talked about, I'll do a quick recap. Thought you guys did a great show. I mean, there was a lot of cool stuff, and I always have a lot of respect for a three-piece being able to pull it off. Like with lots of cool guitar tones and lots of riffing going on, crazy drummer with crazy faces. No, but I thought it was great. And so I think I asked you, how was the, I know you've streamed before, but how did it feel this time? It seemed like you guys were really getting into it. What do you think there, Max?
I will say, of the two streaming experiences we've had, this is the best one. This was great. But no, what I was saying earlier, I was pointing to this camera. We had a couple moments, me and this camera. There's some smoldering going on. Ellie, watch out! This Sony's really got a thing for me, and I might have a thing for it. But no, what I was saying earlier is you got to channel some energy. When you're playing live, usually you're relying on crowd energy, the people that you see out at the show to, there's that back and forth. So you don't have that in a live stream, so you got to kind of channel some practice room energy, I guess, some bedroom energy. Like recording or playing music in your bedroom, not like that kind of bedroom energy that as soon as I said that, I was like, that didn't come out right.
Maybe it's
But same thing. But I mean, in any sense of the way, some bedroom energy. You gotta. We're out here to look good.
Well, maybe it was good the mic was muted initially, but I guess this time
It's gotten worse. I thought it was bad originally. It's gotten worse already.
Well, hey, one thing I want to say before we move on. I know that a lot of people watching you are fans, friends, and family, but maybe like a quick mic pass. I know it's kind of awkward to say name, rank, serial number, what you do in the band, that kind of stuff.
Hello. My name is Kelson, and I play guitar, but mostly bass. Well, mostly guitar, but I play bass when we play live. And we switch.
We switch. I hope you saw that. I'm Max Neiman. I play guitar, and sometimes I play bass in Diet Lite, and I sing a lot, too.
Sup? My name is Evan. I play drums.
Evan, well, you got the microphone. I mentioned this before. It was pretty funny. I didn't realize I'm kind of looking at the viewers, you see, with the switcher with the different angles, and I'm going, of course, I'm giving cutie boy Maxie a lot of time, and Kelso occasionally with his stuff and his riffing, and then all of a sudden I look over and I'm seeing like all these crazy faces. Like you just like I was really impressed. Like you really worked your camera, no matter whether it was on or not. You were making faces at it.
Sorry, I'll let you respond. But there was one time I looked back at you just to rock out, and you weren't even looking at me. You were just looking right at this camera, just like.
Yeah, I know there's one moment where I got a really good eyebrow raise where you did like this. And
I'm a good eyebrow raiser.
I've seen it before.
Am I doing it right now?
Yeah, no, it was a single eyebrow, the one I got. It was a single. Yes, that was the one. Got it again.
Both. I'm good with the brows. Yeah.
So anyway, you guys, I know, we cut one single. And you've been working on a record. What's the state of the record, and what do you think? A lot of bands don't like asking, when is that record going to come out? But
Bands are dying to know.
It's in the final stages. We're in the final stages.
If I had to put a percentage on it, it'd be 82% done. But no, we're getting real close. It's weird though. It's weird though recording an album in the pandemic era, because usually you're trying to get stuff out, get it to shows, get it to the fans in person, whereas now there's a little more, I don't want to say relaxed atmosphere, but everyone kind of feels like they got some more time, a little more.
It's a blessing and a curse.
It really.
We wouldn't have been able to record all this stuff. I don't think we would have had the opportunity to like do as much recording in the past couple months, as that we have had. So it's kind of it sucked that we can't really play shows, but we're pumping out a record. We'll talk to Cal. He's the production guy.
Yeah, so this next album, if you've heard the last one, that album was recorded in the studio UW Oshkosh. It was a piece of work, but it really, I can't say that album spoke to us as a band because a lot of it was recorded with just me and Evan. And then Max came into the fold later on. So about half the songs were just like me and Evan's songs, and then half the songs were Max songs. But this new album that's coming out is actually us as a band. So very exciting. And actually, I can say personally, I'm getting some sweaty palms just thinking about it. So that album, I acquired a certain amount of equipment, and we've been recording it in our house. And actually, I can say affirmatively that our house does have pretty decent acoustics. So I think that this thing's going to turn out pretty good. But yeah, no, like Max said, we're at about 82%. We got a few tambourines, and the special sauce.
We gotta add shakers and tambourines every song.
Literally the special sauce, the MSG on top of that beautiful Diet Lite omelet, but that'll be coming out. I don't want to get too
next
optimistic,
month,
but either by the end of the year or perhaps in the months that follow.
We're gonna be Q1.
Wait, you need the mic.
But-
you need the mic button.
We're gonna put this in the middle. If we get it out next month, I'd be shocked. But that'd be great. But it could happen. I don't know. It's gonna come soon. We're gonna keep you on your toes. It'll just drop one day, and then your life will be better because of it.
Christmas baby, it'll be.
We're thinking Q1, 2021. It's gonna be Q1, possibly Q2. Hopefully not. Really hoping for that winter market.
Sounds like the CEO there talking.
This is Diet Lite CEO. We're just the
PR ambassador.
Let me just say one thing. If people can hear us, if anybody wants to ask any questions of these young gentlemen about Diet Lite, anything, just anything.
Do we have any questions?
I was going to say that
Steven Yassel said
Evan's man in the phone, so go ahead, guys.
What's the
Sorry.
story behind the hat? I just found this. I'm pretty sure this is a box sneezy hat for all you sneezy fans out there. I just
this was on the ground.
Brett
I found out
O'Connor.
that this was we're just wearing props from
Brett
here.
O'Connor leaves something at the studio all the time.
Else is wearing away.
I keep a second pair of hair for friends. What else do we got?
What is your recording setup? The equipment you acquired.
Oh, okay. And what DAW do you use? All right, Kelsey, this is a you.
Wow,
question.
we're like going into recording.
Okay, so
land.
I was originally a Pro Tools guy, but I recently switched over to PreSonus Studio One, which actually is a very capable DAW. Like, if you're split between Studio One and PreSonus One, if you're split between Pro Tools and Studio One, Pro Tools is pretty good. Studio One is pretty good. Studio One is pretty good because it's just a one-time purchase, and then you got the program, and like it literally has pretty much most of the capability, and plus it has a really good mastering suite. As far as my computer goes, I built my own computer just like this last fall. I'm still working on building things up. Right now, I'm going through an Audient ID14 into a Scarlett ID, the one with the eight inputs, and yeah. No, it's all right. Forgive me for mincing my words.
The other ones suck.
And then I have like a small collection of mics. Like really, it's literally the most meager setup, but I'm pretty lucky in the sense that I am able to have a decent space to record in. And I'm pretty, lucky that I have decent musicians to record with, right? Like, I mean, it could be just a shit show, but no, it's turning out pretty good so far.
You guys are good shining each other. You're good at shining, giving a lot of. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
It's all backhanded. We don't mean any of this.
Any other adoring fan?
It looks like
questions?
that's all we got. I was gonna go.
Nobody's asking, what you like to do on weekends or go
I was
for
gonna
long
go log
walks
into
or-
my burner account and ask some really smoky questions, but I didn't have time. And then bad look to be on your phone on camera, so had to burn that idea.
So you're gonna finish the album and then hope and wait. Oh, I was gonna say one thing we talked about earlier,
Hope
which
and
is
pray.
not funny because of this has been kind of a horrible situation with the pandemic, but talk about timing. Your show is on the night that everybody's trapped in again. So
Yeah, right. We
you're-
planned this. I was actually on the line with JB Pritzker earlier this week. I was like, "Yo, we got this live stream coming up this weekend. Everyone, you need to lock down this weekend because then everyone will just be stuck at home and they'll have to listen to the Lite live stream." So hopefully it worked out. I haven't looked at the views yet, but God, that was the Trumpiest sounding thing I've ever said in my life. I felt like Donald Trump right there.
I'm gonna come.
Talking to my boy JB.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, unless you want to talk about anything, or if you want to close it up, or I'm sorry,
There's a couple more questions.
Oh, do we have a couple more questions?
questions.
How has your sound changed?
That's a good one.
It got better. It was and it's all right now.
Well, I don't really know the Diet Lite catalog. I mean, how many records have you put out?
So basically how this started was like junior year of college. Me and Kelso just started like
40 years
like
ago.
recording music in the studio because he had studio access. So we just started, messing, fucking around in the studio, pumping hits out, of course, and then eventually fall 2017, there was Battle of the Bands at our college, and we were like, oh, we want to play some of these songs. So we recruited Max and another one of our buddies, played that show, and that was kind of the formation of the band. And then eventually other guy kind of left, and now it's just us three. But it kind of started out as, just kind of a studio project of me and Kelso. Now it's a thing.
And that's where the switching between guitar and bass in the middle of the set came from, because we lost our bassist, and me and Kelso pretty much looked at each other. I'm not playing bass. I'm not playing bass. So we decided to split time.
That's an interesting dynamic.
It does. It throws people for a curveball. They think they. Because
Yeah,
I think the sound. I think the sound when we switch, it's in the same vein, but it's definitely you're almost getting two bands. You're almost getting two bands for the price of one.
So,
But
so you can charge more at the door.
But yeah, no, and then just in general, we're always showing each other different music. We're always trying to expand our influences. We not that we started in a mold, but any band, you got to start from some kind of common ground, and then once you have that established, you proliferate from there, and that's what's happening to us. And hopefully continues to happen. Hopefully we keep. Hopefully we're not even a rock band by like a year or two from now. Hopefully we're like a polka band. That'd be pretty Wisconsin.
We're gonna be the next 100 gags.
That's where all music's gonna end up going.
101
Everyone's gonna turn into hyperpop, and everything's gonna be
101
just
combinations.
chiptune.
Yeah, you got to pass that mic.
All right, was the album mostly recorded DI, or did you mic everything up?
Oh, we're micing, baby. Look at this. See, I got a mic right now. We're micing, baby. We're micing.
Yeah, so it was entirely DI. No, just kidding. No, yeah, it was live. It was live sound.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Exactly. Yeah, we're doing it live, and it's gonna sound live, and it's gonna be us. So what more could you want?
It sounds like somebody has really a lot of recording. Somebody started out with recording. It sounds like asking a lot of questions, but about your process.
Interesting question.
We got another interesting question.
Oh, is it?
Jake, I'm not answering that.
I'll answer it.
uh,
I love guacamole, Jake. It's good.
yeah, we all our position on guacamole is that we love it. Absolutely love it. The spicier, the better. Spicier, the better.
Guacamole. Okay, and I mean this sincerely. I don't mean to offend, but guacamole is the worst.
Really? I don't know.
What are your lives like outside of the band? Better. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. Ultimately worse. They were exciting until about March of this year. Now they're pretty boring. Me and Evan work in call centers, and Kelso plays with his thumbs.
Competitively. I'm mixing it up.
Yeah, I actually got into crocheting over the pandemic. I didn't. I'm kidding. I didn't. And I've never baked bread. I haven't.
Hey, he just hold on. Yeah,
You're getting into baking bread?
Yeah, I just got a bread mixer actually. Well, I mean, I haven't baked any bread yet, but I'm gonna bake bread.
You're gonna get the next question. Is what kind of bread mixer, and did you use a DI with it?
It's a KitchenAid, and yes.
Kelso and Max, do you prefer playing guitar or bass? And I agree, you sound like two different bands. Cole, you're asking great questions.
That's a great question.
Cole, I miss you too. That was great. The show at Gavin's this summer, that was a lot of fun. But guitar. I want to hire a bassist. I hate playing bass. Just kidding. I like bass. It's been really informative actually playing bass in a band because I've never done that before. I've always been a guitarist. So to be on the bass end, it puts me way more in the pocket with the band. I was a lead guitarist before, so I never had to worry about the rhythm. I just had to add shit on top. But I do still see myself as a guitarist.
Yeah, so I started on guitar.
He's way better.
I played okay, and it's my lifeblood. Like literally, dude, I bought my guitar based on, I bought it from money that I saved up from working like 70 hours a week while I was like saving up for school. And, like, that was my fucking lifeblood, so I will always be indebted to that guitar and to, like, the music that's brought. But also, bass is such a powerful instrument. It's like, you're literally, like, okay, you could be playing in a band where it's, like, 3 guitarists, like, 2 keyboard players. There could be 2 drummers, but you're the only bassist. And you just, like, it's like, okay, there's power behind it, but like still I'm a guitarist. Like that is what I played.
Dave's up to some tomfoolery over there.
But yeah, no, I play bass like a guitarist though, so I'm still a guitarist.
They're playing on my bass. I own the bass that we play. It's my bass. We were just saying earlier, like that's my bass. It is my drums, so I own the rhythm section. I own the foundation.
You're the guy they let in a band because he's got all the equipment.
I've got all the cool shit. I've got the thing that we practice vocals with too, and the room we're practicing. Hey, you guys!
You should be getting a bigger cut.
I got the amp. I got the pedal.
He's got the
board.
amp. He's got the pedal.
You got
He's got the production.
Hey,
This is a symbiotic relationship.
Hey,
This is a
Cole's.
symbiotic
Let me just say, Cole's question made me think of one before I forget. I want
Yeah.
to ask. Would you consider having a bassist? Since I agree with him 100% that
Yes.
you guys sound like a different band. I mean, in both ways, like the styles, like of what you guys play.
No, but that's kind of been the
Uh-oh.
at least for me. That's kind of I like. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard because I like the 3-piece, but I also really like 2 guitar dynamics, and I think a lot of we've done the 3-piece for a while. I don't know. This is a conversation. It's funny. Wow, this is a conversation we need to have, and I guess we're gonna have it right now.
Evan's packing up all his toys and gonna go home. He's no bass for
you. Can't have my rhythm section. You can have all the guitarists you want, but you can't have my bass and drums. But no, I've always kind of thought eventually we would add a bassist, kind of expand it, because I don't know, Kelso's too good of a guitarist to be just sitting on bass all the time. You're a great bassist too, but it added another level. It kind of what I was talking about earlier, where you want to keep progressing with your influences, your styles, how you're progressing is how your sound's progressing. I feel like that's kind of the next step. Granted, the pandemic has made that a lot harder, and we've been, honing in this 3-piece sound. I mean, that's the album we're recording right now, is the sound of us as a 3-piece.
So we know Kelso wants to play guitar. You're up for it. Let's hear Evan.
Evan wants to play guitar too.
Can you give any reason why you want to be a 3-piece?
I'm not the reason we're a 3-piece, but like I like the 3-piece sound. I like the 3-piece dynamic because I think when you're limited to just guitar and bass as the melodic center of the music, it really forces you to make the most of just those two instruments, and I think it makes for a more interesting sound. A lot of my favorite bands have two guitars and a bass and drums, obviously, but like, I just like playing in a three-piece.
No, there is something.
I think Kelso wanted to say.
There's something to be said for
the mic
just
too.
how you're forced to innovate and cover space with limited parts, but
if you have more guitarists, it fills out the space, and it sounds pretty sick. And if you and it doesn't have to be a guitarist.
I'm gonna for Evans. I noticed that you guys are pretty heavy on riffing, and you do fill a lot of sound. So I don't know how you'd mix those two guitars. And to Evans' defense, I might get too busy. But because you guys do a lot. I mean, because I don't know. I thought you guys did a lot of cool stuff.
I can just stand there and fuck off for a second. That'd be great.
You could focus on singing. I know
I can focus on my harmonica playing. There's only two.
I know you. I saw you had the classic problem of trying to get to the harmonica. Like you couldn't get it. Like one of the songs.
It's such a bitch. I hate it, but like I also love it. I just need to feel like Bob Dylan.
No, it sounded cool. It sounded cool. It just was hard.
Jake said, "Max, can you pick up beer on the way home?"
Yeah, I guess we can. We got to do it between here and Chicago, but yeah, we will. We will.
I
Don't worry,
guess
Jake.
I guess that's a
We're
way to
coming
close.
for you, baby. We're coming.
That's like a good way to close it. Like they want it. Like turn.
Jake wants us off the screen and in our living room. That's my roommate. He wants us off the screen and in the living room with beer for him. So Jake, you know what? I think we can appease you. I don't know, Dave. Do you have any other questions for us?
I was just gonna. I mean,
Cole has another
Cole's got
question.
another question.
God damn it! I wish
Virtual
one day,
tour. Right?
One day, as soon as when the plague leaves our land, then yes, we will hit that land, that fertile land, and we will travel upon it, across it. And
Go on a virtual tour.
we're going to be troubadours one day, but now we're just stuck in our apartments playing into fucking DAWs.
Well, if Cole doesn't have any more questions and Jake can wait a little bit longer for the beer,
Jake can wait.
do you have anything you want to close out on or say, or holiday wishes, or who knows what?
Happy holidays, all of them. And I don't know. This was fun. This was a lot of fun. I didn't expect. I appreciate all the questions, all the interaction here, and just anyone that watched and is giving a shit.
Well, this
I really appreciate it.
Fat record. Oh, I'm sorry. Anybody else want to say anything about it? Any goodbyes?
Remember that joke I told? I sent that to a girl on Tinder, and she didn't fucking respond. I thought it was a solid joke, but I didn't get a response, so
She ain't worth it.
yeah.
She doesn't get the
doesn't get-
Evan.
She doesn't
Marsali.
get
Is it?
the Amish humor.
If you're watching right now, look what you're missing.
Thank you for watching, and good night.
And that's Fat Recording saying, have a nice evening and a good Thanksgiving, and we'll catch you hopefully soon. Thanks for watching these guys.
Thanks, Dave.